Hello. I'm hoping everyone can hear me okay. I believe they can. Just wait a couple more minutes before we get started. And if you are here, please say hi in the chat. Alrighty, so understanding the why behind your goals. Let's see if I can share my screen. Okay. So understanding the why behind your goals. I am Kristen and James. I'm a mindset and transition coach, but you can call me CJ. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself before I get started. Call me CJ. I have a background in psych and solution focused therapy, and also 12 years in corporate, where I was a manager and also a coach. And my favorite part of my job actually was to coach my team, my employees, on their personal development to help them move up within the organization. It's working on their skill set and improving their skill set or developing on certain skills, doing a SWOT analysis. All of that was a favorite part of my job. And I decided to start my own business after being laid off from that corporate job. I went back to school. I'm now a certified life skills coach, and I'm a certified mindset coach. And I work with new entrepreneurs to help them identify their challenges, honor their feelings. It's very important to me. I always ask, how are you feeling? Honor your feelings and set the right goals to get the results that are aligned with their values by taking their mindset from struggling to strategic. So today we're going to be talking about understanding the why behind your goals and intentions. When we set goals, and it's at that time of year, we are in goals setting mode because it's coming down to the end of the year. We're wrapping up Q4. Q1 is right around the corner. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to 2021. So goal setting and setting intentions has been in the air. It's kind of in the atmosphere, and I'm kind of in that climate of talking about goals. So in talking about your goal setting, the process itself can be overwhelming, which makes prioritizing a challenge. But why do you put off setting or acting on certain goals? What about when you do set goals, but you feel unfulfilled by the results? Or why do you set certain goals that you don't act on? So we're going to look into why you're procrastinating and getting in your own way, and determine if you are setting the right goals for your business, and simple tips for proper time management that leads to taking action. So if you at any point want to jump into the chat, by all means, I invite you to. And in the chat, you can share your why for starting your business. If you do have a business, we always talk about a why. This is my reason why I'm here. I saw a need. I saw a void. I saw something that I did some research and I realized, this is something that I can do. This is something that I've always wanted and no one else provides it. So this is why I decided to start this. It's important to always tap into why you started your business and why you are setting the goals that you have set. Excuse me. So when it comes to your business, do you approach your goal setting with the same enthusiasm that you would planning a trip? I mean, we can't really travel right now, but just think about when you are able to and you are planning a trip, you're looking forward to a trip. How are you, do you approach your goal getting? And by goal getting, I mean, we all can set amazing goals. We can all write things down. They're all things, not just in our business, not just in our professional lives. They're, in our personal lives as well. We can all write things down that we want to accomplish. A goal is, having an aim or a desired result. So when you write things down, we can all set amazing goals. But how do you approach your goal getting? Are you approaching your goal getting, as I like to call it, with the same enthusiasm as you would planning a trip where you're really, really excited about it, you're really, really looking forward to it? So which one of the following do you relate to, if at all? You set goals. You don't set goals because you think that you have time. You set goals, but you take no action. You set goals, take action, but your results aren't there. Or you are a goal-setting boss and you're out here just killing the game. And if that is you, if you are number 4, congratulations, my girl, you rock. But let's look at 1 to 3. What is the number one reason why you would fall into one of those categories? And by reason, I mean excuse. Because a lot of times when you're saying something is a reason and you think it's a valid reason, you're actually getting in your own way and you're making excuses. So what is the number one reason why you would fall into one of these categories? Excuse. That's what I meant. Let's be talking about defining a why behind your goals. But what about a why not? You don't set goals because you think you have time. Why not set some goals anyway? In Q1, I hear it a lot where in January you feel like you have time. There is still time. It's just the start of the year. I have time to get around to things, so I'm not going to write anything down right now. It's just still early in the year. I want to see how this month plays out, and then I'll figure things out in February. Or you set goals, but you take no action. Why not take some sort of action? Action doesn't have to be anything grand. Action could be something as simple as making a decision or telling someone, having an accountability partner, or looking into coaches or looking into that course or looking into how to register your business. It could be some sort, just something small, because I call it the 0 to 100 mentality, where you're at 0 and the overwhelm happens because all of a sudden you think about all the things that you have to do, you get overwhelmed, suddenly you're at 100, and there's still steps 1 to 99 to get through. So why not just take some sort of action? Or you set goals, take action, but your results aren't there. Why aren't you getting those results, right? And the number one reason, obviously, is you. You can get in your own way. We can be our biggest enemy. We can talk ourselves and we can tell ourselves all of these lies as to why we can't or shouldn't do something. And then we end up getting so overwhelmed that we don't do anything. So we feel stuck and we feel demotivated. And then you start dealing with some kind of self-doubt. And then a lot of times when I ask about goal setting and I ask the question, how do you even feel about goal setting? It's overwhelming. It's intimidating. I don't know where to start. Sometimes I don't even know what kind of goals to set. So I don't even set goals anyway. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to run and hide because that's how I feel about goal setting. So let's look at these again. You don't set goals because you think that you have time. How are you waiting for something that doesn't wait for you? Time keeps on ticking. So when you're saying you're waiting for the right time, is it really a valid reason? Or are you making some kind of excuse because you're letting fear take over and you're speaking that fear language? Or you set goals, but you take no action. Are your goals aligned with your vision or what you think your vision should be? Are you setting the right kinds of goals based on the unique needs of your unique business? Or are you setting the goals based on what you think you should be doing because someone else did this, or you saw someone else sharing their successes or their goals for their business, and you're thinking, oh, well, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. Maybe those are the kinds of goals that I should be setting. But then are they even aligned with your value? Is that even what you want to do? You set goals, you take action, but your results aren't there. Do you really want to accomplish the goals that you have set? Now, let me just make sure in here. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, time management. If time management tends to be an issue, you can ask yourself a few questions. Do I even want to do this? Because, when you're not motivated to really manage your time, do you even want to spend time on it to begin with? Again, it goes back to, did you even set the right kinds of goals? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I taking on too much right now? Did I go from 0 to 100? Do I even know what I'm doing? Do I know where to start? Can I do this on my own? Do I believe that I can do this? And that's an important question to ask, because yes, we want to say that we believe in ourselves, but do you believe yourself when you say that you believe in yourself? And does this fit into your life right now? Because you have to look at all the areas of your life, yourself and your family, your community, how you spend your free time, what you're doing in your professional life. Does it fit into your life right now? Are the goals that you are setting, or that you want to set for your business, do they make sense? Do they fit into your life? Are they realistic to you and the unique needs of your business? So instead of thinking of, for example, I like to do this, instead of thinking of it as setting a goal, think of it as making a promise to yourself. When you don't accomplish a goal, it's easy to convince yourself, oh, it's okay. You know what? After all, you can just write something down next week or next month. You can write down a new goal that you can work on. You can maybe even write down the same goal and just work on it sometime later on. But how would you feel if you were to break a promise that you made to yourself? And when it comes to time management, the other thing to think about is, when you're making a promise to block off time, it could be smaller intervals. We get overwhelmed. We think about time management. We think about blocking time. We think about the task that is ahead of us. And you got to get everything done in one sitting, when that doesn't have to be the case. Spend 30, it doesn't even have to be 45 minutes. You can spend 30 minutes on something. Because you make your to-do list, you set your goals, and you're thinking about all the steps that are involved in one goal. That doesn't mean a certain amount has to be done within one sitting. So commit, make a promise to yourself. You know what? I'm just going to take the next 45 minutes, and I'm going to see how much I can get done on this one task, on this one goal, because whatever I get done in the next 45 minutes, I will be that much closer to accomplishing the goal. Make a promise to yourself to block the time. You don't want to break a promise to yourself. If the word goals, because the word itself can be overwhelming or intimidating when people talk about goals and goal setting. It can be a very heavy word. Just thinking about the relationship that you might have with goal setting, or with how you carry out certain tasks in your day-to-day. That translates now into your business. So, breaking it down into smaller intervals, and then making that promise to yourself. Okay, I promise I will block off this time. Just like when you make promises to others, do you really want to break that promise? But before you even make promises to others, make a promise to yourself to block off that time. All you have to do is adjust your mindset to adjust your approach. What is your thought process like? What are you working on? I call it the emotion into motion model. How are you feeling? I always ask, how are you feeling? Because how you feel impacts what you're thinking and ultimately what you will do. Check in with yourself. If you're not having a good day, tomorrow is a new day. You don't have to beat yourself up with guilt. You don't have to feel like, well, I said I was going to do this. I should be doing this. If your head's not in it, your heart's not in it, your head's not in it, you're not really going to get the things done that you want to get done, are you? In adjusting your mindset, in being able to accept that there's just certain things that you can control, and then there are the things that you cannot control. When you adjust your mindset and accept that the things that you cannot control will just happen the way that they are meant to happen, and looking at the things that you can control, I have control of my thoughts, my emotions, how I react to people, how I react to things. If I do or don't do this thing, if I set or don't set this goal, how am I going to feel about that tomorrow or next week or next month? Why am I not setting these goals? Why am I not getting these results? Or why am I not happy with the results that I am getting? I thought I wanted to get results, and here I am getting results, and I'm still not happy with them because they're not necessarily aligned with your values. Adjusting your mindset and understanding that adjusting your mindset is also a day-to-day, a process. It's a journey. So in each day that passes, there's certain mindset exercises that you have to be able to do in order to adjust your approach. In doing these mindset exercises, also you're thinking about, how am I feeling? Checking in, literally looking in the mirror and checking in and saying, how am I feeling today? Adjust your mindset to adjust your approach. And we always hear, well, just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Come on. What's the worst thing that can happen? Even shifting that thinking instead of asking what's the worst thing that could happen if I do this, ask yourself, what is the best thing that will happen when I do this? Already, instead of saying, what's the worst thing that can happen? Let's say, for example, you're public speaking. And I go, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm just going to get this done. Oh my God, I could trip and I could fall flat on my face. Or you say, what's the best thing that can happen when I do this? I will get up there and I will speak in front of a crowd. That would be pretty awesome considering I am terrified of public speaking. So you make that shift in your mindset and you already start to think about the best results you can get from doing something. And you're already starting to train your brain almost to look forward to certain things. And instead of thinking, write it down. Do a good brain dump if you need to. If you have a business, you have a lot of really good ideas. They're all up here. They're all floating around. They're all distracting you. They're all overwhelming you. They're all making you feel stuck because you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You are 42% more likely to accomplish a goal simply by writing it down. And by a brain dump, I mean just write every single idea you have down. Guaranteed you'll also sleep better. Some of my ideas come at like 3 a.m. So I have to have like a notebook by my bed to be able to sleep better because the ideas keep coming. But just writing down, just that could be an action that you can take. And that can be the goal that you set. Just write it down. You are 42% more likely to accomplish a goal just by writing it down. So I wanted to share 10 steps to effective goal setting. Know how to define a goal. Know what that word actually means to you. When you start talking about goals and setting goals for your business, your personal life, what does that mean to you? Have a reason for the goal. At the beginning, I asked you, what's your why? Why are you running this business? Why are you starting this business? Why are you here at this conference today? Set an intention for the goal. Be deliberate. Do things on purpose. I am going to because I want to. Make it as specific as possible. You don't always have to think big. Think a loaf of bread and you're thinking, oh my God, I have to finish all this bread. You just need to start with one slice. Cut a slice and then just keep going until before you know it, you finish that loaf of bread. You just need to start with one thing. Break it down to smaller goals because that would help you to make a realistic plan to act on and tell someone about it. Accountability is a huge piece because now you know that someone will help you to track your progress regularly. And picture the ideal outcome, the ideal end result. Why are you setting this goal? What are you hoping to happen when you accomplish this goal? What does accomplishing this goal look like? And celebrate those small wins. Every step counts. So instead of going from 0 to 100 and you come back to step 1 because you need to start at step 1, celebrate when you complete step 1 and then step 2 and then step 3 and so on until step 99. All those small wins, the little things really do add up. So I'll leave you with this. One question before I go. What is the best thing that will happen for your business as you wrap up this quarter? Think about that as we wrap up Q4 of 2020. What is the best thing that will happen? As you think and you start planning for 2021, what is the best thing that will happen for Q1? An important part of taking action on your goals is support and accountability. I know that from just growing my own business. And that's why I truly believe in group coaching. And before I go, I wanted to share my online program, the Master Your Mind program, is for new women-identified entrepreneurs to find their focus and take the actions that generate leads and kickstart revenue and create momentum for consistent business growth. It's designed for you if you have an amazing business idea, but you don't know if you should pursue it full-time, if at all. You're frustrated with your 9 to 5. You dream about rushing home to work on your side hustle. Maybe you're afraid or you lack the confidence. You don't do anything. Or you need some direction. You need some support, accountability, tools, and training as you grow your new business. So it includes everything that we talked about today. Weekly group calls that are facilitated by me using customized results-driven resources and training, insight and tips to help you shift your mindset from employee to entrepreneur. I'm a certified mindset coach that can help you through that. Monthly goal setting based on the unique needs of your business. It doesn't matter that it's in a group setting. You get to create a system to automate your process, track your results, talk about your money mindset. There's ongoing daily support and accountability from a community that gets it. And you also get an accountability buddy, and you will be paired with another member for added support. There's also limited VIP spots where you get private monthly 1-hour strategic coaching session with me to provide more focused support to work on your big business goals. The actual value is $1,500 a month. But the investment in the group is actually $199 a month, or the VIP is $299 a month. But as a thank you, and for today only, I'm offering a 10% discount. So regular would be $179 a month plus HST, and VIP would be $269 a month. Plus, you would get one free 1-hour strategy session in January. For example, if you sign up for regular, you would get one free coaching session with me. If you sign up for VIP, you get an extra session that you can use at any time during the first quarter, during Q1 of 2021. We start January 5th, 2021. Registration closes on December 18th, 2020. And this offer, this 10% discount on the extra hour, this expires at midnight. So if you know it's something that you're interested in doing, by all means, please connect with me. Ask me any questions that you may have. And if you even wanted extra coaching, you could ask me about that as well. Or I offer 25-minute coaching intros. It's free. It's done via Zoom. I would absolutely love to connect with you. And thank you very much. Find me on any platform by my name, Kristen N. James. Thank you very, very much. And thank you so much for being here today. I hope you're enjoying the conference and you have voted for your favorite pitch, your favorite the panel that was going on earlier on. Thank you very much. I will also share any info here in the chat before we get bumped out here. There we go. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for engaging, and onwards and upwards for 2021 is going to be a fantastic year. Understand what you want from your business. Understand why and how you are setting your goals. And if you feel stuck, if you feel demotivated, if you feel overwhelmed, know that it is completely normal to feel that way, but you know that you have to go through it to get through it. When you feel that doubt coming on, thank you very much, Barsha. You feel that doubt coming on, you feel that overwhelm coming on, just know it is a part of the process. Push through it, and you will absolutely positively have your breakthrough. And it's going to be, and remember to ask yourself, instead of saying, what's the worst thing that could happen? Ask yourself, what is the best thing that will happen when I do this for my business? Train your brain, adjust your mindset to adjust your approach, and know that you do not have to do it alone. Please connect with me. Let me know if you have any other questions about anything else. I would absolutely love to be able to connect with you. Find me on LinkedIn. Find me on, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, I am on all those platforms. Even if it's not even about the program, you just have another question about something else. If you're new to your business and you just need some guidance on something or some mentoring on something, by all means, you can reach out to me as well. Tell me that you saw me or you met me at the Young Entrepreneurs Pitch Conference, and we can take it from there. We can have a chat. You want feedback on something, you want insight on something, by all means, I would love to hear from you. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the conference. And I hope you're making the right connections, and I hope once you make a connection that you are finding them on LinkedIn so that you can continue the relationship once we are done here. And that is it for me for this. And I will see you back at the conference. Bye.